Hello friends, good evening. This is Shivakkumar here, and we are discussing about the new engineering streams, right? So, computer science, uh, in business systems, computer science and communication engineering, computer science and big data analytics, right? So now actually we are going to see the computer science with the specialization in Internet of Things, IoT, cyber security, and blockchain, including blockchain. So, when you think about an IoT, right? So, Internet of Things, which is nothing but a physical object or which is existing object, like I can say a chair. So, if you want to adjust your chair based on your comfortable needs, you want to sit in some different positions. Either it is comfortable to just stretch your hand in the left hand side of the chair or something. So you need to give instructions so that actually you can sit comfortably. That is one point. And using IoT you can control the temperature of your room, or you can control the your air conditioner. You can switch on or switch off your TV, fridge. And then actually your I can say even the car can be remotely operated when connected through the IoT. Say actually, say for example, if you forgot to switch on your micro oven or switch off your micro oven after you cook, and you forgot and you went outside, then actually you are planning to switch off from some different location, and using the IoT, you can do that. How that is done is actually you are connecting the different say heater, refrigerator, TV, fan, light, your car on off controls, room heaters, everything to your router, which is connected to your internet, right? Through that you can control. So in a household manner, actually you can have say some minimum 5 to maximum of 10 appliances you can connect, for example. But whereas in case of an industrial automation, you have thousands or 2000s kind of devices. So you need to do switch on or switch off based on the uh, needs. So in that case, actually, then actually you need to plan for, actually I can say some automation required. Say for example, actually let me take the story of the industrial automation, right? Industry standards. During the industrial revolution, that is industry 1.0, we have the steam generation engines, steam operated engines and everything, which a lot of human work is involved there, and there is no automation, right? Very minimum no automation, I can say. In industrial revolution 2, we have we have a new process called the process lines introduction or production lines integration. And then actually we have lot of many industrial equipments were introduced to help the workers to complete the work as well as possible. Say in industrial revolution 3, that is industry 3.0, we can see the computer and related automation technologies and everything, connected technologies and everything. So this will significant reduce the workload or workforce. So thereby actually you can you can operate everything, right, actually to the level as required. So actually, during the industrial revolution, that is industry 3.0, there is a significant reduction in the workforce or human workforce, right? Actually, so introduction to automations and machines plays a significant role. So it replaces all the human interventions. So workforce is considerably reduced. Now, actually, when industry 4.0, we have IoTs, artificial intelligence, data sciences, big data analytics, everything, right? So, which bring lot of data related automations and lot of I can say I mean, or bring out a lot of RPAs and everything, right? So, which totally, say, for example, in particular work, actually, if you need 5%, so if you have IoT, artificial intelligence, RPA, all these things, right? Actually, then you totally remove all these persons, and you can operate with one single person single worker. You can do a lot of things, right? So this can be done. I can say there is a possibility for that. And so this I bring, introduction of IoTs and everything, right? So which is significantly or simplifies, I can say actually, say for example, patient care or monitoring systems. Say if a patient, old patient is there, and actually is not having any support person, or is a blind person is there. So if the patient pills bottles are connected to the IoT, if the pills falls below the some level determined actually, so it will trigger an automatic ordering system or a message to the medical shop, and thereby they can understand the requirement. They can supply the required pills or tablets, and get they will do the door delivery or something, and then get the money, right? Actually, for the we have use of an IoT here. Actually, IoT sensor is required. And second thing, for example, manless railway crossing, railway track crossing systems. So in that, actually, without human or something, so the IoT patches can be pasted in the starting of the engine and line lost carriage when crossing the IoT sensors located in the level crossing system. So the starting and ending of the train is totally carriages. So if the train crosses the sensor, last carriage, crosses the sensor, it automatically finds that the train has crossed the particular location and can open the gate and allow the traffic to move here and there, right? And road transport. That is one among the thing. And actually, if you take your ordinary actually mobile phones and everything, right? We have automatic brightness center is there. Based on the room environment and everything, you can adjust your brightness, right? So using the gyroscope sensors, motion sensor is there, a lot of cameras are there. So based on the actually the focal length or object or eyepiece, actually it will adjust the focal length in your camera. So motion sensors I already told. And say IoT will help the patient monitoring system. Say for example, if the patient is having an is prone to a heart attack, due to heart problems and all, so he's taking tablets for the to avoid heart attacks. And due to some cases, actually he's getting an heart attack, so immediately it sends that and then sends a message to the doctor or a medical practitioner. So immediately they can attend the patient's problems, and from remote, or actually by visiting them immediately, or sending someone near to the patient, right? Actually the I can say paramedical specialists or even doctors will, nearby doctors, they will communicate and immediately ask them to immediately attend the patient's problems. So these kind of advantages IoT is having. And then actually, say for example, if you are if you're having BP or sugar, so immediately with IoT, BP sensor or sugar sensor, diabetic center can monitor that and immediately send you message. So and so this sugar level and BP level are crossing the safety levels. Please take care. Please take diet and proper food habits, proper sleep and everything. Please take care. Please take the proper medicines and everything. So this can be an advantage in using an IoT. Say if you forgot to switch on your micro oven or your fridge or your TV, automatically when you are moving outside, then automatically it will switch off, or you can directly switch off from your mobile phones, right? So that is also possible. And second thing, so say for example, if you are using say IoT is for I can say the motion sensors, right? In the material flow systems, all the scanners, material movements in the industry. So you can monitor or control everything using IoT. And say, for example, actually, IoT may be a microcontroller or anything. So, but it is attached to the physical object, so thereby actually you can control one primary request. You need to have an IoT device attached to the hardware device wherever you are controlling, and and to that actually the sensor can sense and send the signal, and from where the all the data can be transmitted to the particular intelligent unit, and from where actually you can control the particular device, right? Actually scanner is very important. So this not only used in, I can say, medical industries or something. This can be used in supply chain monitoring systems. Mainly, IoT was, discovered by a person who worked in Coca-Cola industry, and they are using vending machines, and they loaded a lot of that Coke cans, right? So they have loaded a lot many things, and so they are unable to track the inventory. Actually, say actually many people are consumed that, and they are unable to automatically replenish the consumed quantity, right? Consumed cans. So that actually IoT sensors with IoT operate mechanism was introduced, and thereby actually it will. So if any person actually or any particular person consumes a coke in the from the vending machine, automatically refill happen to maintain the proper level and all these things. So it won't allow the shelf to keep blank. So the IoT was a good field, but it was introduced in 1990s, not new one. So in many countries actually when they are using IoTs, and now actually IoT is a, I can say, is a very important tool for all the human beings. Without IoT, you cannot live with the mobile and everything. So before that, actually, we have a communication between a man to man through a message or a signal or something. So it's a man to man communication, and now man started communicating with the external equipments or some devices. So he need to interact with a particular machine, where automation plays a very heavy role in that. So for doing that, or sensing any movement of a material or a non-living thing, you need an IoT sensor attached to it, and then it will receive the commands and process that, and based on the commands given, actually it will act accordingly, right? So this requires an IoT attachment in the hardware device. And I can say, don't take actually like the, I mean, in Hollywood movies actually we are having robots and everything. So I mean, don't think like that. Actually, it is also one among that we have using IoT sensors, connected sensors, and yeah, artificial intelligence sensors and everything. But even actually a little, I can say, a remote device or a kind of I mean IoT based on the drones. So lot of applications are there, from small things to big things, and in industry, actually industry 4, which brings a lot of advancement in IoT. So it's a really a gift to the human society, right? Actually, IoT plays a very vital role in everyone's life. So that is called Internet of Things. When we once the Internet of Things has came, right, actually lot of communications happen between the machines and the man, right? So that is what I like to say. Then actually, we have lot of applications for the IoT. That is smart home, smart city. Smart home means actually I already told we can control the home appliances, and smart city means actually we can on off the street lights, water control systems, and the overhead tanks, common overhead tanks, and smartwatches for heartbeat, pulse rate identifications in the patient, and then smart farming, right? Actually, see how much quantity water at what time we need to use the water to the plants, watering the plants, how much manure to be applied. So everything can be monitored and tracked and operated using the IoT. And last thing, connected health. So this is what I told actually uh, the heart attack patients were connected to the IoT devices where IoT sensors will sense the human health or heart working, pumping, muscles movements and everything. Based on that, if any abnormality found, automatically it will track the patient's health, right, and send the message to doctor for immediate or life-saving or saleable soul messages to the doctors. So I already told actually the person who I can say uh, I can say actually we are using IoT can be implemented using two microcontrollers, actually Raspberry and then odd even, right? Actually, these are the type of hardware used, and then actually these are the advantage. When actually whenever you are observing advantage, there should be a disadvantage. So IoT can be easily hacked by any person because it is connected through the internet and operated through the internet, and connected to too many devices, right? So hacking is possible. So it is prone to hacking. So here only the cyber security plays very important, because actually many people are asking what is this combination. Actually, see why we are using computer science with IoT. Specialization with IoT, cyber security, and then actually we have say. Including blockchain, right? Why we need cyber security? That is a $1 million baby question, $1 million question. So here we notice that the cyber security is used for preventing hacking in the IoT environment or IoT network, so that to safeguard that IoT environment. Okay, for that only actually we are using the cyber security. So all these things, internet security, web security, so all these things plays a major role. I hope actually I have explained the details of the IoT will be more useful. See, IoT is not only for actually normal handheld mobile phones. It can be used in all the industrial applications, medical fields, and then supply chain management to track and trace the materials, and then actually inventories, optimize supply chain KPIs, and also we have a lot of applications in the I can say the fast moving consumer goods. So and then a lot of applications in the engineering field. So it can be IoT can be used to maintain or measure the distance or level or pressure or temperature, whatever sensors connected, type of sensors connected to that, and IoT speaks well, right? So it is a overlapping of or embedding an Internet of Things over the physical hardware devices. So it is a combination of existing hardware with the embedded software coding and operated by the Internet of Things. So that is called Internet of Network. In earlier actually we have the human computation, that is a network of humans, and now actually it is through internet. In earlier days you cannot easily send a mail, right? Actually just like that, actually you need to use a courier or I can say a postal systems, and after that actually they have introduced the telephones to exchange the messages, and then pager, and then cell phone. Now we have email, and so yeah, even actually which was again simplified using WhatsApp and everything. So one by day, one fine day, actually even actually the humans can interact with the more well compared to current position. Actually they can interact with machines. So for that actually we need artificial intelligence, and then human machine interface, and then data sciences. All these things plays a vital role. So one by one actually coming into evaluation, making the life much feel better and more simpler and more confident in approaching things. right? Before actually some 30 to 40 years, actually approaching a technology is a bit difficult actually, and only engineers can do that. But nowadays, actually, ordinary people can handle the technology, right, with the help of the modern techniques and everything. So the IoT's IoT operated devices can be hacked easily, and which is prevented by the cyber security. We are going to see that in detail in my next video. Thanks for watching my videos. This is GV Shivakkumar signing off.